Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's the boy King CJ, and man, look, see. So as you guys can see, I still got my Dewey on. I'm in like a tank top. Usually I'm much more well suited for this, but I kind of just woke up out of bed, kind of just rolled over, brushed my teeth because I was awoken to some news that this game had gotten some dev notes to be sent out today. And my homeboy hit me up and he was like, hey man, did you see these dev notes by Netmarble? And usually when someone hits you up like that at that early in the crack of dawn, you're kind of like, oh Jesus, like did Netmarble mess up? Because that's just who they usually are. But I opened it and I was very surprised. So let's get into what they are proposing in this dev note. Let's see. Let's go ahead and throw it up. Can you guys see it? You probably can't because my camera's in the way. So let me go ahead and just, we don't care about me this video. So what this is this is basically the first episode. They hinted at this when we had the Tuki or Tuku, however you want to call the familiar's name. They hinted at that kind of been like part one of it, kind of like the prelogue. So we knew that this update was going to come for the first episode. And if you guys do read through this, I don't want to just bore you guys with reading, but how it usually works is global usually has extra events and rewards versus the Korean servers. Due majorly because they want the globals to somewhat keep up with their KR servers, if that makes sense, because their two biggest markets are the Asian countries and the United States country, right? So they want to keep those two very happy, which is why they have this thing that introducing that additional episode guide event. So that's going to be something exclusively for us. It's going to give us extra rewards as it should, because they want people to play the global. And because if they're not giving out extra stuff, then people are mainly just going to go over to their so this is going to be, looks like this is going to be the key art. So in all honesty, I think these outfits are low-key fire. And I think the way the boss looks like too, I think he's low-key fire. I think the only person I kind of might have something against is the guy Rogue. Because I don't know what they do with Rogue. They just never give him drip. Like, come on. Like, throw Rogue some drip a little bit. Even everybody in the Discord server were kind of like, yeah, I'm not liking his outfit. I'm just like, I completely understand because I'm not liking it either. And then also they talk about the Lava Valley improvements. Now, if we all know, Lava Valley is not the best spot when it comes to wanting to do PvP. Only for the simple fact that the bots are kind of like overtaking it a bit. They're not like overtaking, but dude, they're able to like rank higher because they can get carried. Well, it looks like they're going to be adding in a new system now. Bots, GG's, man, because if you don't put no contribution in, you're not going to get any points. So I think that's a fantastic thing. And I just want to take a moment to actually speak on how I feel about Netmarble in this game, right? I know there's people who have watched this channel for a extended amount of time, so you guys know how I get down with Netmarble. I don't like them. They probably don't like me, and I 100% will agree because I'm just every turn of the way I'm kind of just pooping on them. And man, I play this game and I just see I don't want to say dedication because I don't know if it's dedication to the game. It looks like it's probably dedication to that wallet more than likely. But what I'm seeing from this game in particular, I can see Netmarble just busting their chops to fix anything that can go around. And it's kind of like, how can you hate on this? I don't. A lot of what Netmarble does, they drop a patch and then the patch or the death note it said a lot of good things, but then when you actually take a look at it, it's going to be taking away something. Like, they always give it and take it. They never just give it. And honestly, every update that we have had in this game, it's just been given. They have not taken. I'm not saying any take it. And man, I think we're at like 3 updates right now, and I feel like they're going to be shooting 3 for 3. I think this is going to be the 3rd update. I'm not seeing anything here that's look like it won't be a 3 for 3 update, man. And it is short because it's a dev note. It's not a patch note. A dev note is usually just something that's be like, hey, look, this is what's going to be ahead for you guys, so be on the lookout for this. So that's basically all this is going. This is kind of just like blowing the top off them, letting people know this first episode is coming on the way. So that's why it's so short. And then on top of that, I know a lot of people want to know, when is this update supposed to be coming. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So usually how this updates work, right? We get an update every Wednesday. Yeah, every Wednesdays is when Netmarble updates their game. So if you look at this, the event for this is going on for 4 days. So if you count for 4 days, you got July 1st. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that event is going to end on that Tuesday. So we should be getting that patch on July 6th is when that patch should be coming out as far as the new content goes. I think the Valley one has already went live. Hopefully next season everything is much better. But again, even if I go through this whole thing, right, let's just take a look at this whole thing in perspective of how this game has been ran and why I am very pleased about how this game is being ran, right? So let's pull up this game. So let's start off with the number one thing, right? We had the first update, right? The first update, it had introduced this fellow right here. I think, yeah. The first update introduced this fellow right here. Now, I don't play much of him because I don't need to, and I'm pretty sure there are some people out there who feel the same way for me. But they didn't just only drop this guy. When they did drop him, they decided to give us an event. And what was that event? The event that they gave us was a free Turax, a 4-star familiar, and also I don't think it this this one was in this update. And then they gave us a free 4-star weapon selector as well, for if you did your alliances, because that's also when they had put in, you know, the alliance defenses and dungeons and things like that. So that's fire update number 1. All right, so then we come over to this one, and then we have our second update. This one is when they introduced this guy, and when they introduced this guy, everybody was hyped because of what the ring brought us, and I think it has been a great addition to the game. But not only that, the cinematics in this is beautiful. The atmosphere is beautiful with the lava. You got the voice acting from the chick, whatever her name is, just dancing around and stuff. And then on top of that, the difficulty of it is just not a pushover, unless if like you're a super it's a whale, decently moderate spinning whale. It's not a pushover. You got, and then even on top of that, they brought out this event. Now the KR versions didn't have these events. Most of these events are supposed to be to help the global, quote unquote, catch up a bit, have some catch up mechanics. So they released this event, and I finished it, unfortunately, but it came with a lot of tickets at your disposal. I went with the 3 potions at the very end. That was mine. I know a lot of people went for the 5-pull ticket on the equipment. So to each their own. I just went with the potions because you never know where you're going to get them. But they released this event with him, and then on top of that, they've probably given out one of the better free-to-play friendliest familiars in the game. And this familiar here is she's an awesome healer, and there's like really not much to say. I think if someone did an actual like tier list on her, I can see her being A, honestly, or S if you want if you want to go there, or they might just probably keep the S for, you know, special companions. Who knows? Whoever wants to do that, they can. But I think this is probably one of the better free-to-play familiars that they gave us, on top of, you know, the holy trinity of might heroes and Ouroboros. You know, let you pick one of those two over there. But I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this Death Note. Again, Death Note is always going to be shorter because it's kind of just like look what's ahead. But of course, we're only like 1 month into the game, so there's probably not like that much ahead that they want to, you know, leak out there yet, because the game is not going down in flames, so they don't have to do fire control. So the Death Notes, they're going to be small for a little bit until we get deeper into the game. But most of the details of this update is more than likely going to come on next Tuesday, when they start releasing the patch notes before the update happens. So we're going to be here for that 100%, just like we're here for this, because I'm going to, I hate to say it, man, but yeah, I think Netmarble has, other than Territes, because Territes is probably the bane of existence for global, and you know, a lot of people look at crypto and they're just like, crypto, that's a no for me, dog. Like, so and I get it, because even when I first heard about crypto being in the game, I was like, I still give it a try. But for what Netmarble is usually up to, this is probably the best Netmarble that I've ever seen, when it comes to, like, you know, communication, surveys, events where we, you know, pick what we want for the rewards. It's so much going on, and I know I don't want to sound like a shield, because God knows I'm like the nexus to kin to like have issues with Netmarble in every game they play. But so far, Netmarble really has not given me nothing to complain about, and I think it was time for me to make a video like this to be fair. I can be fair. I'm usually fair in the Discord, but I think that I want to make a video being fair as well. So kudos to Netmarble for, you know, having that survey. And literally, we just had that survey like what, maybe a couple of days ago, and then as you can see, they've already have a response for it. So hopefully that helps settle some people going on. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with this video. So I do see you guys on the other side. Oh, also later in the day, I got another video dropping. Be on the lookout for that one. All right, everybody, take care. Peace out.
Money don't sleep, neither do I. When will I rest? I will when I die. Haters don't sleep.